What the fuck? Oh, we're getting closer to the end.
Yeah, sure are.
Like, it's at least fun playing it with a friend, but like, sitting
Dude,
down and doing this alone,
That
I'd
sounds
be
pain.
way more.
I mean,
I'd be way more annoyed.
some people love this shit.
I guess. Some people love the ragtag fun of Daniel and his silly hijinks of always doing the fucking wrong thing.
Yeah. Damn, look. They're in Nevada.
Yeah.
That's quite the jump.
Well, I mean, it could be like side of California.
Still quite the jump.
Yeah. Because, I mean, they were out of Washington, I think.
Yeah, they were in... Where were they just now? They were like in Oregon.
Something like that.
They were in California because of redwoods.
Yeah.
So they were in the Redwood Forest, which is like Northern California. And now they're all the way down by Nevada.
It's about mid-California.
Yeah. Let's go to Vegas. Fuck yeah.
Just walk to Vegas. I'm sure we won't die on the way.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Just a kid in a fucking eye patch.
It's like, is there a hospital nearby? They're like, nah.
My eye got cut in two.
Yeah, it's
It's
cool.
not even in there anymore. It's just an empty socket.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, an eye is mostly just jelly.
Yeah.
It kind of, if it gets, sliced, it kind of just drains.
Yeah.
And it's just disgusting.
You can get a thing and it'll fill itself back up.
His eye was cut in two.
Yeah.
Like, there was a shard straight in there.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it just bisected the eye.
He's going to have the cool double irises.
I'm pretty sure he's not going to have an eye.
Yeah.
I think they'd take that out.
Yeah, probably.
At certain points, they're like, let's just put a fake one in there.
Be cool. You can get like little designs on them. That's cool, right?
You can get like the Last Action Hero, his
smiley
little
face?
smiley face, or a target.
Yeah.
On our way to Mexico.
Or you can be like Bill Cutting from Gangs of New York. He's got the glass eye. And he taps it with the knife all the time.
That is a power move. Just hanging out with people, tink, tink, tink. People like, oh.
Dude, honestly, I will say this. Bill Cutting is one of my favorite characters in movies. He's like a great villain, and he's just like, I don't give a shit.
Shit. This is, New York is only for Americans. Yeah. My parents came here, but I am an American. Like, they're so full of shit.
Yeah.
Like, they're the biggest full of shits people ever.
Yeah, yeah.
So the people that are like, we've been here for like 2 generations.
Get fucked.
Get fucked, newbies. Your kind don't belong around her.
Now, excuse me, I'm going to throw my knives at shit.
Excuse me while I murder the guy that just became mayor of New York.
No, he was sheriff.
Sheriff, that's right. Because he had the cudgel.
Yeah.
He's like, let me go get my weapon. Whoop, whoop. It just kills him dead.
Well, he's like, tries to be like, the days of fighting are over. We talk now, so come in and we could have a conversation.
And then he
turns his back and just fucking
murders him.
Murders the shit out of him. And then because he puts the notches on the weapon, he's like, this one is you. Black. And you're like, oh, he is cold-blooded.
And then they're going to have their big fight, and then they all just get blown up by the army.
Just shoot them with cannons.
Because the army's just like, this has got to stop.
Yeah, we're not having this.
We're not having this. You're basically terrorists now.
Yeah.
You're having open warfare in our cities.
We started a riot. We just can't have this.
We're just going to we're done.
Yeah, you killed the rich people. That was the biggest thing.
You kind of, you made some mistakes, is what we're saying.
Yep. Oof. Yeah, Bill Cutting.
Man. What are we going to play next?
I've had a few people say we should play that Psychonauts.
I got Psychonauts. We have to pay through both of them, though.
Yeah.
We can't just jump into 2.
Can we play the first one?
Yeah, I have it on PlayStation.
Oh, like.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, they had like a version come out.
Oh, cool.
There's that. No More Heroes. We can continue on through No More Heroes because 3 came out.
Oh yeah.
So we need to start getting on that.
I can play 2.
We can play 2, and then there's that the Desperate Struggle one or whatever. No, Desperate Struggle is
It's
2.
the same. It's 2.
There's the one that's like an in between, I think, of 2 and 3 or 1 and 2.
Really? I never seen.
And it's like a it's a 2-player. You can play.
Oh, I think you were telling me you get to play as Bad Dad.
Bad man.
Bad man who's bad girl's
Bad
dad.
girl's dad. Yeah. But also, there's like a DLC character, so I'm probably gonna run around as Shinobu,
Nice.
and you can be Travis Touchdown,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
and I will be Shinobu.
You're gonna be like, Senpai noticed me.
Senpai, and he's just like, this is weird. And I'm like, no, it's not. Go with it.
It's like you're like a kid, and I'm
Go
like,
with it. She's the hottest character in this game. Sylvia's nice and all, but fucking Shinobu though.
trying to think of like who is if I can choose one in there. I kind of like the model girl that blew herself up. She was kind of cool.
Holly Summers.
Super annoying though to fight her.
She had the peg leg.
Yeah.
She's good, but she's no Shinobu.
Yeah, fair.
Shinobu.
Shinobu's pretty neat.
And she gets the cool robot arm in the sequel. Spoilers.
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 I know that. I just remember that she was like, "Yo, I'm gonna kill these dudes for you."
But I just super like her design.
Yeah, she's just like
She looks super fucking cool.
she's like schoolgirl Afro samurai.
That's basically it.
Yeah. She's real badass.
And I was just like, you know what? I didn't know I liked this, but I like this.
Yeah. It's cool. What was that? What was that one you were talking about? I think it was Kingsman, where the lady that's got like the no legs, she's got the knife legs.
Oh, she's got the
And you're
robot
like,
legs.
And you were like, "Oh, I hope this doesn't give me weird kinks."
It's the dean from Community Care going, "This better not awaken anything in me."
yeah, Jeff came back and he's like, "I better not be into this shit."
Just shit, man.
But that was cool when she was cutting people's heads off and shit.
People's heads off with their cool robot knife legs.
Yeah.
And they got a super attractive actress to play her.
Yeah.
It's just like, this better not awaken.
Yep. It's good stuff.
And then in Kingsman 2, they fucking put Pedro Pascal in a fucking meat grinder.
Yeah.
That fight scene ends abruptly, to say the least.
No.
I was super upset. I super liked Pedro Pascal's character.
Well.
And I didn't want him to be a villain.
The eye patch guy?
No, the fucking Western guy.
Oh, yes.
Because you find out that he wanted all drugs gone because drug users killed his wife years ago.
Yeah. That's why he's a bit of a womanizer, because he's like, wants to forget. And they're like, you never forget the one you love.
And then he's just like, well, I'm going to kill all of you people now.
Yeah.
With
every
my cool
single
laser
one.
whip.
Lasso.
With fucking cutting people in half with his lasso.
Yeah. I say the...
That second one wasn't near as good as the first one, but it had some good moments.
Yeah. The Statesmen were fun. I will say that. I love Champ. It's constantly like... I'm pretty sure his, like, liver was destroyed, so he can't drink, so that's why he's like...
just like, he takes a sip and then he spits it out.
Because it's like wine tasting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he just opens it and just smells it.
I didn't like Channing Tatum was in it, but then he wasn't in it for long, really. So I wasn't too upset that Channing Tatum was in a movie, just because he's a bad actor to me.
What was he? What has he been in? I know he was in like G.I. Joe.
That's enough, really. Just watching that is enough to make you want to get rid of Channing Tatum forever.
If you all could have seen Jeff whinge when I said that.
Duke, with his well-known love of the Baroness, you know,
Baroness.
Yeah, it's Duke is completely in love with. That's completely canon, and it's not some bullshit they just put in the movie for no reason.
Yeah.
And the love triangle of Snake Eyes, Scarlet, and fucking Ripcord.
Yeah.
It's well known love triangle between those three. Duke's not in there at all.
What was the name of the evil ninja Storm?
Storm Shadow.
Storm Shadow?
Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes were the only good parts of those movies. Because they were well cast.
Yeah.
There's a fucking Snake Eyes movie out.
Yeah.
And it's just like, hey, Snake Eyes is like 28.
Yeah.
And he's just now learning to be a martial artist. And it's like, did you even read any? Like, did you watch it? Fucking read a wiki at least of any of Snake Eyes' fucking backstory.
I guess not.
Because they're like, oh, he's a Japanese man. And you're like, no. No, he's a white guy.
Yeah.
He's also a mute.
Yeah.
And one of the first things they show in the Snake Eyes trailer is him just talking.
Mm.
And everyone's like, who is this character?
Yeah.
And why do they call this movie Snake Eyes? Whenever it doesn't have Snake Eyes in it.
Yeah, I guess they didn't do their homework.
They did zero homework.
Yeah.
They just made up everything.
Did I ever tell you the random glitch that happened with the DVD for G.I. Joe?
Mm.
So some of my friends, they had the DVD, they rented it, and they were watching it. They were telling our buddy, it was like, "Yo, Snake Eyes is lit in this movie. You gotta watch this shit." And then so they're like, he's like probably like the most powerful character in this whole show or whatever. And they're like watching or whatever, and it skipped that entire like mountain fight. With
him and his trainee, whenever they're going to get Storm Shadow.
Yeah, and it just skips it. So literally, it was like, all right, we're gonna go get Storm Shadow, and then he just has him, and then he's like, shit, you're right, he is a badass.
Fuck, that was quick. They didn't even deem it necessary to have a fight scene.
That's how badass
he was. But like, remember in the first movie where they got the cool robot suits?
I'm gonna be completely square with you. I've never seen the movies.
They get fucking robot suits. Duke and Ripcord.
Yeah.
Ripcord.
Yeah.
Why is Ripcord fucking doing ground missions?
Oh.
His fucking name is Ripcord.
Because he does stuff into
He's a fucking paratrooper.
Yeah.
Fuck!
Jeff's so upset.
They're like, hey, we're gonna pull in this. We're gonna have Ripcord be in there, and I'm like, oh, he's like a lesser known G.I. Joe. Like, he's not huge or anything. It's gonna be a Wayans brother. Great.
This one's for you,
Ripcord.
This one's for you, Rip.
This one's for you, Ripcord. The white guy with red hair is now a Wayans brother.
Yeah.
There's black people in G.I. Joe. I had a lot of G.I. Joes, and there was a lot of black people in there.
Jeff would know. He's into this shit.
Like...
I don't know, man.
Fuck, man. I would have just not had a Wayans brother.
Yeah.
That's the first thing.
Yeah.
Also, no Channing Tatum.
Yeah.
Get an actual actor in there, maybe.
Yeah.
Because it's like the sequel, at least like it seemed like they gave a shit finally.
Mm-hmm.
Because they got rid of fucking Channing Tatum instantly. Very beginning of the fucking movie, he gets blown up.
Wow.
So they bring in The Rock as... Fuck, who is he? It's been so long since I've watched those movies.
Snake Eyes.
I think Ray Park came back as Snake Eyes.
Yeah.
Because he was the only one that people liked. Him and Storm Shadow, I think.
Yeah.
The guy who played Storm Shadow and him were the only like two characters that came back.
People love
They brought in Flint and Lady J.
Yeah.
And they were just Flint and Lady J. And Lady J was played by the fuck, I can't remember her name, but she was in John Wick, the first one. She was the female assassin.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And I was
that
like,
breaks her thumb.
I was like, fucking perfect. She's
Yeah.
a great Lady J.
Yeah.
I'm like, great. Flint, I don't think was anyone known, but it's a G.I. Joe movie. You don't really need a lot of star power.
Mm-hmm.
You just need to go, yo, Joe.
Put some action.
Fucking have dumb action scenes with okay actors.
Yeah.
Like, if you're spending all the money to get the actors, you've done something wrong.
It just kind of made Expendables, but with G.I. Joe characters.
Yeah, but G.I. Expendables has, like, fucking super well-known people.
I'm just saying, like it.
Cost a
you know,
lot.
like stupid over-the-top action.
Yeah, which is what it should have been.
Yeah.
And I mean, the sequel was very G.I. Joe-esque. Zartan has taken over as President of the United States of America! Fuck! Zartan!
Jakku.
Jacuz! Por qué? Zartan!
Oh,
And that's fun.
that's fun.
That's a dumb, fun thing.
Just been sitting here talking about fucking.
I can talk
G.I. Joe.
about dumb shit for a long time.
Yeah.
There's gonna be like a whole episode
I'm just talking.
of just us talking about dumb shit. Again.
Well, you know, it's what we do.
Me and Patrick are terrible at it sometimes.
Hey,
Like,
I will say-
especially during the fucking Marvel Ultimate Alliance game.
yeah.
Game pause. Let me talk to you about teleporters, Patrick.
He's just like, wow.
And
man.
it's just talking about bullshit.
Yeah.
I think that's an episode called A Class on Teleporters or some shit.
You guys actually do have a lot of episodes that are like, we talk about dumb shit. It's just like, we talk about X.
We talk about blank.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we go off on tangents.
Well, there's nothing wrong
And that
with
makes a good episode sometimes, except
If-
for when we're not paying attention to the video game and something super interesting happens.
Well, like, if you want the experience of, like, just hanging out with bros and playing video games, this is it.
I guess, yeah. If we're super into the game though, we're all like me, you, and Patrick sometimes just get quiet and we're just like playing the video game.
Just zone in.
And we just zone in and it's like, oh fuck, we need to talk about something, just so it's not a video of just nothing.
Dead air. Remember when we played Kirby? That
Yeah,
was fun.
that was dumb fun. There is a fucking new Kirby coming out.
Hard change of attitude.
3D Kirby.
Oh, shit.
Fuck, it looks good.
Does it?
Yeah.
Alright.
Bayonetta 3! Finally a trailer! After like fucking 1,300 days or some shit.
Never played any Bayonetta.
I think me and Patrick will probably go on to Bayonetta.
That'll be fun.
Probably after Kingdom Hearts 3.
Will you be playing or he will?
Probably I'll let him play it. I don't think he's played... He's played, I think, the first one, but not the rest of them. Something like that. So, I might let him play through.
I still, to this day, like, give one of our friends shit because they were playing through Devil May Cry when we were playing through it.
Mm-hmm.
And after I beat it, I was like, yeah, I beat it. She's like, oh, this is, talking to me about it and shit. And then they were like, oh, who's your favorite character? And I was like, oh, I actually super like Nero. And they're like, that's like my least favorite character. I'm like, why? He's kind of cool.
He's got some cool shit. Especially whenever you beat the game and you have his stand again, basically.
It was like Jeff played as V, so I didn't really get to play V.
Really fun.
I liked both of the characters that I got to play as. Like, being fucking Dante and running around with a motorcycle is the greatest thing ever.
Motorcycle. You fucking equip that motorcycle.
And it's just fighting the dude, and I'm like, look, I'm dodging all of his shit. I'm up in the
You're
air.
just like flipping around in the sky and it's all the shit going down.
Like, I can't believe you're dodging this shit with the motorcycle.
But like the episode where I fucking styled on the horse.
Yeah. That's
with
badass.
With V is just fucking... He goes in for a huge attack and I'm just snaps fingers, summons... I'm invincible, bitch!
Whip. It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Had good times.
But yeah. But Patrick needs to be punished with Kingdom Hearts 3.
Well, Having a kid does that.
Well, no, not that. I'm saying the last 2 games he picked are kind of like,
Oh,
meh.
well, it's honestly, dude. You should probably make sure he never picks games again. Because what was the last thing he did? He have the Pain trilogy?
I think he picked all of the Pain trilogy.
Fucking.
I might have started it off with Castlevania, just because I played a bit of that game, and was like, it's an okay like God of War clone.
Yeah. Dante's Inferno.
God of War, that's one we need to do.
Oh yeah, sure.
The newer one. I don't want to play through all 3.
You don't want to play through all 3?
We could just. Everyone knows about the series by now. Let's just start at the
Norse
the Norse one, because they just introduced. God of War Ragnarok, I think, was just announced. I think is what it's called.
Okay.
And it's going to be the finish of this storyline.
Oh, okay.
Because the director was just like, it's like, we're just going to end it here because we don't want to have people wait like 15 years to play through a fucking single game saga. So we're going to finish it with this next one. And then maybe there'll be another God of War something later, but
honestly, I think I love the premise of God of War, and I really wanted them to like literally go through every single pantheon that's been in human history. Could you imagine? It's like, yo, I'm in Egypt.
I'm in Egypt, motherfucker. I mean, that could be what they do.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Fighting like Ashura's Wrath sort of bullshit.
Ashura's Wrath would be kind of fun to play, but it's like you don't really play all that much.
No.
You just press buttons.
I think you already played it, though.
Not on the channel.
Oh, I thought we did.
Mm-mm.
I thought it was you and Travis?
No.
No?
I don't think so. We played Zone of the Enders.
I remember you were playing it when you were at your other apartment.
Yeah, I think I was just playing it.
Oh, okay. Because I came in and you were like, yo, listen to this song. And it was
Yasha's theme.
Yasha's thing. It was a good theme.
Fucking just whistling and rock music playing.
And
diddle-oo, diddle-oo,
and Western guitar.
Yeah. I love Yasha's theme. It's probably my favorite song of the whole fucking game.
Yeah, it's a good one. I was like, yeah, that's a good one. That's a great like theme song for someone. You just get images of walking down a dusty trail and then shit goes down.
Shit goes super down. But yeah. But like, that's a fun game, but like, it's just
you can fight Akuma though.
Press buttons, and every now and then you get kind of a fight where you're throwing shit and doing a couple punches every now and then, but like, I wouldn't say the gameplay was fun. It's like a super hype game, but like, then you play it and you're kind of like, oh, this is a fight scene. Oh, it's done. Alright, show the clips, show the cutscene, button prompt, 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 end of chapter. And you're like, fuck, man! Because everything that's happening is like super fucking cool, but it's like the gameplay is just kind of meh. Yeah. It's a fun. It would be more fun to just watch it.
I watched it. That's why I thought another YouTuber was probably doing it.
Yeah.
At the time, I don't know.
But like, you just cut out all the fights that don't matter. All the cutscenes you can keep.
Yeah.
And I think you can just watch the cutscenes. I'm not 100% on that. But if you could just if you just had like a movie and the button prompts weren't all over the fucking screen.
Yeah. Did you see they fucking made
the most epic movie ever?
Onimusha movie that is just all the cutscenes from the game?
I've seen those a bit like that. I've watched some stuff like that whenever I want to catch up on something, but I don't want to play the game.
Yeah. Fucking love Onimusha. It's one of my favorite series. I even love 3.
3 was good.
A lot of people hated 3.
Meh.
I like being Roberto. That guy was awesome. Remember Roberto?
I mean, Leon, the...
What?
He's, What's his name? Jean Reno?
No. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of someone else. I also enjoyed 4. 4 was the one where you had like a team.
I never played 4.
4 was good.
Because 4 wasn't technically 4. It was like a new game, I think, or something like that.
Kinda. It was just...
It's like, here's a new character.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they've done that a couple times.
It was just the finishing up of the...
It was like the blonde guy, wasn't it?
Soki. Oni of the Ash. Yeah, he was just a dude.
But, I mean, he was on, like, the art.
Yeah, he was the main dude. He was just like... Yeah,
It's a me.
When they introduce him, it's just kind of like, yeah, I don't like Hideyoshi. And you're like, okay, cool. And he's like, I'm gonna fuck his shit up.
And then
that's
like,
it.
do people like Hideyoshi? And they're like, yeah, I guess.
He's the shogun, so...
Just because there's that doesn't mean people like him.
It's like most people are just kind of like, we just farm.
He's not trying to kill us.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. He was like, yo, send me food. And we're like, yeah, you got it.
Nobunaga kept trying to fuck people over. Not us so much, but other people would get angry at that and attack. So we kind of got involved in it a little bit.
Yeah, Nobunaga is one of my favorite characters in pop culture.
You know what? He's kind of overused.
He is.
He's very overused.
He's a big thing in their culture, though.
Like, whenever they're like, look at this new anime, Nobunaga gun! And I'm like, fuck off. You fuck right off.
See, I was introduced to Nobunaga through Samurai Warriors, the game. And
doesn't he have the rifle?
No. He has a sword.
Okay.
And
there's like a character that has a rifle.
Yeah, Magoichi Sakai. He's a famous rifleman from Japan.
And he's just like, don't get close, please.
Yeah.
You can fuck me up if you get close, but if you don't get close, I fuck you up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he wasn't too bad. He had a lot of like push away shit too. But anyway, that's where I started. Then I started noticing him in other like anime, and I'm like, this guy's kind of cool. And then I read history, and I'm like, yeah, this guy was pretty lit.
It's like, yo,
he's crazy as fuck.
Do you like Black Samurai?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Yosuke.
And you're like, yeah? It's like, well, Nobunaga had a Black Samurai.
The Obsidian Samurai. He'll fuck you up.
He didn't believe he was actually black, and he thought it was painted on, so he snuck it on him when he was bathing one time.
Yeah.
And was like, holy shit.
You're actually black.
That's real?
He's like, yo, be a samurai.
Yo. Get on my level, nerd. Come on over here.
You're gonna be one of my greatest vassals.
You're cool.
Get
in, nerd.
Did you ever finish Neo 2?
No.
Because he's in there. It's great.
He was in the first one.
Yeah.
He was a boss fight in the first one.
No, he's like in the story. Because apparently,
Neo he shows up with his fucking bear.
Yeah.
His bear stand.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah.
He's got a fucking axe.
Yeah, he's like this big dude. Like, I played the first one, and then the sequel came out, and I'm just not really as interested in the story. And I don't really... My main problem is I think I don't want to play the same game. I don't want to play it the same way I played the last one.
Yeah.
But I'm only good with the 2 swords.
Listen, I ran around with the axe, and that was a lot of fun. And the hatchets. The hatchets are cool.
Hatchets were alright.
Me and Patrick, we were playing, and he did like straight ninja build. So he had the one sword, and then he had the Kamisaguri.
Because I had fist weapons that I was fucking around with. Yeah. Those are really cool.
Yeah.
Because you just get a fucking... you do the fucking...
The Dempsey roll?
The Dempsey roll. Like, you unlock the Dempsey roll.
And this is all you did.
And you just fuck people up.
Yeah.
But I feel that the Oni fights got fucking super powered since the last game.
Yeah.
Because you get one of the monkey ones and it'll like shoot, whap, dead. I'm like, what?
It's just, you just need to learn it. It's like Dark Souls in it.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, I learned the last ones pretty well. I knew, like I kind of knew what to do, when to dodge. But I mean, even still, like one hit would be fine. You get pretty beat up. mostly the times I would get fucked up was with the two dudes with dual knives who would do the multiple attacks real quick, or the swords whenever they started swinging.
Yeah.
Like, that was the only time I really just, like, oh, fuck. But in this one, it's just like, he just jumps in the air, throws it, or he does, like, one sweep, blows past my armor, and then pokes me, and I'm dead. I'm like, I just don't have health anymore.
It's a little grindy.
Like, they're like, oh, you have to just level up a lot. Also, the leveling up mechanic's not as good as I feel as it was in the first one.
And
I hate that circle.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
They didn't have that. I just had numbers on mine.
But it's got, like, a circle, and you can unlock... You go through the grid.
Oh, the skill unlocking.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Guess what? In the last game, it was just a fucking list.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
They're like, oh, well, you need... Oh, you want to get over there? You gotta unlock this. And I'm like, just fucking make it a list. Or a tier tree. Where I go through it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't like doing this.
Yeah.
And you only get, like, hey, you got a point for this weapon you're using.
Yeah.
Not for over... No. What if I wanted to respec? Well, then you're starting all over.
You could occasionally buy the samurai hair or whatever.
Yeah, but it's not
unlock
the
it,
same.
but you know.
I just like... I liked being able to build a character and then be like, I want to try this other weapon.
Yeah.
Respec. Redo. Have all the points I need for everything.
Yeah.
But in this new game, it's like, oh, you can respec. Now you can just buy them all in the same fucking grid because they only unlock for that weapon.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't like leveling up in this as much as I like the first one.
That's fair.
And I used the Centauryu style. Because for DPS, I used the dual swords, but whenever I needed to break people's wills, I used the one sword.
So you used the Ni-Toryu and then the Ich-Toryu. And then you did the, I don't know, No-Toryu. No
because
sword style.
The one sword fucking drained stamina. Like, you could blast people, blast through their stamina so they get fucking wore out. But if I wanted to do just straight DPS, it was 2 swords. But I always had just 3 sheet. I'm like, yeah.
Fucking Zorro.
But then I got the second one, and I'm like, well, I don't want to just play the same fucking thing again. So I was trying other... Like, I restarted that so many times. I think I beat the first level, like, maybe 3 times. Trying out different weapons and leveling them up a little bit. And going, I like this weird scythe weapon thing, switch axe weapon.
Switchblade.
But it just gets annoying to use, and I can't do anything really cool with it. Let's try something else. Let's try giant sword. I don't know about that one either.
A spur.
Like, I liked the fist weapons, but for a lot of the fucking Oni, it just does no damage. It takes me forever to knock shit out. So I'm like, well, I need to carry my fist weapons, and then I need to have a big weapon just to fight the fucking Onis. But then with the big weapons, I'm not as fast as I usually am to fight the Onis, so they just fucking one-shot me. And I'm just like, I like the first one better.
That's fair.
And it could just be because I'm not playing with my fucking build.
Yeah.
That it's just like,
Just gotta find your build, man. I'm...
Because I super love the first one.
Part of me wanted to, like, go super magic. Just Onmyoji powers out the ass, because I summoned a dude in once, and he was just a straight Onmyoji, and he just fucking wrecks everything.
Yeah, but that's like a super specific build, and it'll take you a while to...
It was just really satisfying for him to just, like, walk into a boss battle and be like, oh, I'm gonna throw a top at you. Fucking murder. You're like, shit. I got this axe.
But I mean, you know, they were probably like super high level, just...
No, they were my same level. It was crazy.
Oh, really?
They just had the right, like, gear spec'd out, I'm sure, and, you know, reforged properly. It was fun.
Because I know a lot of high tier people just like, I'm going to go help out on missions just to grind cups.
Yeah.
Because that's how the first game was.
Yeah.
Is you just put yourself on help. Yo, you want to fight this boss? I'll come in.
And get cups.
Just give me cups.
You got them cups?
You got them cups, boy?
That we could do business.
There was like one good mission on the first game that you could grind out the Hideyoshi points.
Mm-hmm.
You could kill the phantoms to buy shit from his store. Because there's just like, there's always just a shit ton of like dead corpses in this thing. And it's an easy place to be. You just like, clear out the area and you just run it constantly, just killing all these dudes over and over again.
Yeah.
Summon people from their graves, because I think there's like a rolling rock in 2 of the areas on it. So that just like low level tier graves, but you get like the same amount of fucking points for it.
Yeah.
So like, fuck it, I'm gonna murder all these people over and over again for like 3 hours.
Yeah, me and Patrick, we would go to, there's like a thing that's like an open area, and then it's immediately a boss battle. And every time you go there, it's just filled. Because it's open area, and it's like, you can kill all the enemies, or you can run straight to the boss or whatever. But the enemies are kind of tough, so like there's like tons of graves everywhere. And we're like, we're gonna clear this shit out. And we just...
Yeah, you just fucking clear it out, get punch points.
It was great.
And then you finally unlock that fucking shop and get some good shit.
Yeah. Oh, that shop. That was pain. It was like, yo, you gotta buy stuff, and then we'll maybe upgrade. But you have to tell us, and then we'll upgrade. It was just painful.
You're just buying a bunch of the same thing over and over again to get good stats on it.
Selling a bunch of shit.
I think the main downside of that game was the fucking upgrade stuff was so fast. Where you're just like, shit, alright, well, if I want to make this weapon good and move this stat to this, I don't really like this thing, so I can switch it out. Just everything costs a ton of money.
Yes. And then they're like, oh, you can do like clan bullshit. You join a clan, you're like, I guess. I like this clan. They're like, they're never good.
They are never going to get you points.
And then you're like, okay, well, you can change clans. And I'm like, but I like this clan. I want to be part of the Oda.
I can't remember what my clan was. I think it just like gave me better healing or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Better healing and drop rates, I think was all it was, and I'm like,
sold.
Yeah.
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 Well, that's pretty much it, yeah?
I think so. Continue. No, I'm kidding. After just sitting here talking for like 30 minutes.
So like, yeah, it's been about 30 minutes.
It's just, next chapter! We come across the big boss out in the desert.
He's like, diamond dogs.
Diamond dogs. Gotta go back to Mother Base.
I remember I came to Jeff's house once, and he was playing Shin Megami Tensei. The, what is that?
Oh, Persona 5.
Persona 5, yeah. He's playing Persona 5, and he's like, just got to the point where it was like,
I need to
name
name my gang.
And I was like, call them Diamond Dogs. He's like,
Diamond
Dogs. He's like, fuck yeah. So then every time people are talking, like, did you hear about the Diamond Dogs?
About
and
the
he's
Diamond Dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah. We gotta meet back at our secret base. Yeah, let's go to Mother Base. Is that what you called your room?
Yeah.
Yes.
Diamond Dogs.
Diamond Dogs. We gotta go to the top of the school where Haru's planting their plants. That's our secret base. That's Mother Base for now.
And then he's like, I'm too sleepy. I gotta go home.
That was another game I played the entire way through again recently.
Oh, really?
Because they had the big Persona 5R, where they're like, hey, it's got a whole section, like a month or two at the end of the game that you play through, where it's like a whole new dungeon and the story continues and they introduce a new side character.
Okay.
New love interest. The only downside is a lot of the stuff, they don't really even do anything. You don't even get them on the team until that final month.
Oh.
And you're just like, okay. I guess.
I like the gamer girl. She was fun.
Futaba.
Yeah.
I liked Makoto. She's Punch Girl.
Yeah.
And her persona is a fucking transformer.
Yeah.
It's a motorcycle that turns into humanoid form. And I'm just like, and she looks like a Mad Max character.
Alright, here. I'm gonna look this up now, hold on.
Makoto.
My fucking phone would load. Come on, you can do it, Google. Yeah!
And that's normal clothes.
Yeah, she's super adorable.
She's super cool. I think whenever I played it the first time, I'm like, well, I'll go with Futaba. I had no idea who any of the characters were. I had just seen the artwork.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm going to go with her, see what hers is. And then you meet up with Makoto first. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, fuck. I've chosen Futaba, though. Next time I play through, I'm gonna go the Makoto route.
And then she was a transformer, and she stole Jeff's heart.
And then she's fucking one of my favorite characters in that game.
Yeah.
Matt Mercer's in that game.
Is he?
Mm-hmm. He plays one of your friends.
Okay. I want Ashley to be the cat. Ashley should have been the cat.
Ashley's got her own.
Yeah, she's got
super depressing game to be in.
Yes.
Ashley Johnson from. What the fuck's those games called? No, not that. Zombie. Blah, blah, blah.
Last of Us.
Last of Us. Part 2. Even more depressing than the last one.
Do you remember when, what was that? Didn't somebody try to sue Last of Us for, like, ripping off their personality or something? Who was that? It was the lady that was in Hard Candy. She was in, Beyond Two Souls. What was her name?
Oh! Did she?
I think so.
I don't remember hearing that.
I think you commented on it. And you're like, you don't have license on quirking characters.
You don't have... Maybe. It's just like, no, that's not how life is. You don't... Just because you're slightly sarcastic does not mean that's copyrighted. It's like when Lindsay Lohan tried to sue GTA for making a character that looked kind of like her.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, that's not how it works.
But it's not you, though.
It's not you at all. They have a completely different name.
Yeah.
There's a scene where she's caught getting butt fucked. Did you get caught being butt fucked? Is this specific to you?
It's obviously a
Lindsay Lohan, was this you?
I think her name was Poopy.
Poppy, maybe. But she was like a TV star or whatever.
She's getting butt fucked.
And there's like a scene where she's getting butt fucked or some shit because you're hanging out with the fucking photographer, the paparazzi guy, and he's trying to get pictures of her.
Yeah.
Pictures of Spider-Man, but it's some random. But she's just like, that person's me. And you're like, that's. Was there paparazzi photos of you being butt fucked? To Google. Because I think it was when Lindsay Lohan was still like attractive, and it doesn't look like she'd been run over by a car.
Jeff, if you ever want to get a career change, I think you'd make a great judge. Just like, are there pictures of you getting butt fucked?
Is there I'd be like a TV judge. It's just like, is there previous proof of you being butt fucked being pictured by the paparazzi? Is that? But then that case wouldn't go to some random shitty judge.
No.
All the things that go to that judge are like super trashy people going, yo, I want my dog back.
And you're like, woof woof.
And then they're like, well, where's the dog? And the other person's like, it's in California. And I'm just like,
why is it in California?
it's because I sent it there to keep it away from them.
Wow.
And it's like, well, that was illegal. Because you knew this court case was coming up about the dog.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of needs to be here.
So, automatically it's going to him.
So
no arguments.
Or they have the fun where they have the dog, and they're like, well, let's just put it down and see who it goes to. And then it just runs to the other person. Away from the person who was, like...
Have you seen that?
Trying to steal it.
You've seen that video of the lady that's like, my dog is vegan by choice, and she's like, I have.
All right, put down
salad.
food,
and
it just goes straight for the fucking meat, and it's like bullshit.
Yeah.
No animal is vegan by choice. Fucking dogs are omnivores.
But they love their meat.
They need the meat in their systems to properly live healthy.
Yeah. Otherwise, they get sickly, and they're like, eh.
Very sickly. You fucks. I don't care if you're vegan. That's your choice. Do not force your choice on an animal that can't make that decision.
Yeah.
You give the dog normal fucking food.
If you want to give them, like, you know... I don't even know, man. It's just like...
You want to give your dog a soy latte... Don't, because dogs don't need that.
No, ask your vet and be like, hey, I'm vegan and I want my dog to be a vegan as well.
And they're like, it's way healthier for them to actually eat normal dog food. Though.
They're like, we can give you like no suffering food.
They didn't see it coming when it came up behind it with a fucking wrench. Knocked its ass out.
Just has the piston gun.
Yeah. You're like, yeah. Bank.
Alright.
Like that fucking
It?
No, the No Country for Old Men.
Yeah.
The fucking Javier Bardem just walks around with one of those. Just a hitman with one of those. He like pull guys in a car. He's like, what can I help you with? Whack. Just fucking murdering people with that thing.
Yeah. It'll do it.
I'll fucking do it.
It'll get the job done.
Fucking watch me.
A lot less messy, I guess, too, because there's no exit wound. It's just...
We're like, what the fuck is this? Jesus. Alright, I think that's it. We've only been talking for like fucking 50 minutes or something about nothing. Like a whole episode. This is gonna be like 15.5. Like, it can't be like an actual episode. Because it's just be like literally talking about nonsense with a title screen.
Yeah. just like some chill music in the background. You know?
I don't even know where it's gonna cut. Like, is this just gonna be the whole episode? Is a fucking title screen with us talking bullshit the whole time?
Why not? Why the fuck not?
Oh.
You want to look at extras real quick?
What's an extras?
Do we unlock anything new? Oh, it's just choices.
Documents.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Shit. Dear Z Mart sales at 16-year-old high school. Oh, is this when he quits?
Yeah.
Or something?
Yeah.
Or whenever he was trying to get a job.
I think he's trying to get a job.
The Failure. Oh, that was the band he was going to see.
Oh, that's his grandparents.
I guess.
Yeah. That's their ma'am.
Emma. Green Choir.
Oh.
Oh, look at that. Just fucking website. There's 30 fucking 6 of these. Oh, remember the puppy that got killed?
Yeah.
And there's nothing we could do to stop it. It just will die no matter what. Big wheels. Alright.
That's
We're calling it.
Right.